I had some lunch at this place called Walk and Go. It was pretty good. It's over by the mall. It was pretty good. The front door says Noodle Bar, so I'm just assuming that it's a noodle bar called Walk and Go, rather than it being called Noodle Bar.
I'm Jack of Midlands Motorheads Radio, and I'm here with Kublai Khan. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Nolan. Ashley, I play guitar in Kublai Khan.
Do you ever get sick of people mispronouncing your name?
Not really. It's kind of funny to me. You know what I mean? What's even more common than people mispronouncing it, because, you know, like, people say Kublai, people say Kubla.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter to me, but it's when people spell it.
Yeah.
Like, we were on Warped Tour, and the big, like, inflatable sign that has our set time on it was spelled wrong.
Really?
For the whole tour, and I thought it was so funny.
That's just awkward, if anything.
Yeah, it's just like, people don't do their research, I guess, before they, like, put something out. I don't know. They usually, like, switch the A and the H on Khan. So, yeah, like K-A-H-N instead of K-H-A-N.
Yeah, I guess that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
At least it sort of still says the same word at the end of the day. Like,
right. You can laugh about it. You're like, oh, that's funny. You know?
So, why Kublai Khan? Why the name? Where did that come from?
It's actually from a poem.
Okay.
We got it from a poem. And it has, like, its meaning for us. It's like a pretty crazy poem. Like, this dude was high on opioids, I believe, or something like that, or peyote or something, and he had a dream and woke up and started writing it, and then he got interrupted and forgot the rest of the dream. And but it's just essentially about, like, this weird, like, grotesque, like, orgy kind of tent thing, and it's kind of, like, weird, but it's like his representation of, like, paradise, I guess, you know, and, like, us playing music, this is our kind of, you know,
paradise. So it's a bit like the whole kind of like Nirvana sort of thing.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
That's fair. So for those who might not be aware of who you are, in 5 words, describe yourself and your band. If I pick just the 5.
5 words. That's a lot of words. Actually,
it's a lot of words. You can shorten it to 3 if you want.
Let's see. I'm gonna say aggressive.
Get the dictionary out.
Yeah, I mean, I would say fast, but I feel like fast is relative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like for the kind of band we are, we're fast. Genuine. Real. You know, that's kind of the same thing. That's a synonym, but I don't know.
Saying like the genuine thing, I watched when I was doing my research, like I was watching your Warped Tour interviews, and like pretty much the only band that went, yeah, it's pretty hard. Like,
Warped?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we did it in a van too, and a lot of bands do it in, like, especially on the bigger stages, do it in, like, bandwagons and buses. So we were roughing it, you know, but it was a good time. I mean, it was all worth it. Like, it was hard, but it was all worth it.
It tends to be if it's hard, isn't it?
Sure, like, anything worth having is worth fighting for.
So, what's something that people might find a bit surprising about yourselves? Maybe something I don't quite know.
We're not hard dudes at all. I don't know. We're all pretty laid back, you know. We all just like playing video games and chilling, you know. None of us are, like, super into anything crazy. It's just, you know, we're chilling. Family time when we're home.
That's fair.
We're family people.
Just nice, wholesome dudes.
Yeah, like to think so, you know. Yeah.
That's fair. So, in the UK, this is your last date here in the Birmingham. So, how's it been in the UK? Like, it's
been awesome. This is actually my first time in Europe and the UK. They've been twice before. And they had to fill in for me the last couple times just because I was doing, like, family stuff back home.
That's fair.
But it's awesome. Yeah, I really like it here. And the UK shows, I think, have been the best shows of the tour so far. Yeah, so that's awesome. Like,
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's been really great though. Like, all the shows have been sick, but especially Manchester. Manchester, I think, was the best show of tour. Really? And supposedly that's a huge, like, music hub kind of area with, like, Liverpool and Sheffield and stuff.
It's a major north city. So, like, it's a bit like Birmingham and London. Everyone comes down to those.
Yeah. Today was really fun though. Today I actually had a lot of fun playing. Yeah.
That's good, man.
The stage was big, so I had a lot of room to move, which not every day is at a big stage. So
I would say some people would sometimes call this stage actually quite a small one.
Today?
Yeah. It's one of the smaller venues in Birmingham.
Yeah,
it's a nice size though, I think.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a relative thing, but
yeah,
like this being kind of a smaller club tour for what we've been playing, it was pretty big.
Compared to, how is that then compared to Warped Tour? Like
sure.
A festival,
oh my god,
thousands of people.
Yeah, those stages are huge. You look at them and you're like, that's a lot of room. I gotta make that look like my space, Yeah. It was fun though.
That's good, man. Yeah. So is there anything here, like in the UK, you wish you could do or get back in the US? Something sort of exclusive, do you reckon you found? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking. Yeah. There are kebab shops and stuff, but they're everywhere here, and I love the Mediterranean style food. So I wish that we had more of those. I really love that kind of that cuisine, if you will.
Yeah. Strange if that's. I asked that question to Chelsea Grin.
Mm-hmm.
Exact same answer.
Yeah.
But,
okay. Yeah.
Kebabs. Definitely.
Yeah, and it's so cheap. It's awesome. It's the perfect after show food. It's quick. It's portable.
And very often you get a lot.
Oh yeah,
it's overfilling sometimes.
Sure. Yeah. No, definitely.
That's a good one. Yeah. So you definitely think the tour's gone pretty well then so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bands are super cool. We've toured with Chelsea Grin and Oceano before, so there wasn't that awkward meeting everyone phase, and I think because. I think somehow all the bands knew another one, so it kind of
we just piggyback off each other.
Yeah, exactly. We just all ended up just hanging out pretty much from day one. It is nice.
Fair. So with your latest record, Nomad, coming out it was released last year in 2017.
Yes.
How do you think that went? Now it's sort of had a bit of time to kind of settle. I guess.
I think it's been our best record so far. I think it definitely was received the best so far as well. I think it is pretty good representation of what we are as a band and the kind of music that we like to play. I feel like New Strength was still us, but it was a little bit more experimenting, I think, and I feel like Nomad and I feel like Nomad is kind of going back, still moving forward and trying some new stuff and doing some stuff that we did in New Strength too, but also kind of going back to the balancing and Youth War kind of stuff, just trying to keep it heavy, without getting too weird,
Yeah, just sort of cement your ideas.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, where do you draw your inspirations from, lyrically and musically, when it comes to writing Nomad and even previous records?
Lyrically, I can't really speak for Matt what his influences are. I know a lot of what he writes about are personal issues, though, you know what I mean? And a lot of his stuff is poetry that he writes beforehand that become lyrics, but personally, as far as the music goes, I think our as a band influences Bury Your Dead's a big one. I think that's pretty clear in a lot of the music. Bury Your Dead, I think that's the biggest one to be. I mean, Hatebreed, Turn Throwdown.
Okay,
those are ones those are the kind of bands that I feel are kind of similar to what we do that we grew up listening to.
Okay.
Personally, some weird guitar influences for me are I grew up listening to a lot of music like Converge and Dillinger and Chariot, and this band called Advent from back home, and so I draw a lot of I feel the kind of music we play, aggressive influences from them and stuff like that, And as far as not aggressive, Jimmy Page. Who doesn't love Jimmy Page? You know what I mean? No, Matt Pike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you was hoping to get into the studio to start doing a new record.
Sure. Yeah.
How's that gone? Have you been able to get back in, or?
We're planning early next year to go back, somewhere between January and April. It's not set yet. I know that's not a pretty vague area. It's
early part of the year.
Sure. Yeah. It kind of depends on if we keep getting tours, because we probably would have already gone back by now, but we've been getting tours and we've been able to keep progressing. So it. Don't stop the train while it's rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't stop a good thing.
Yeah, but we've started writing, so it's going well. I'm really excited about the stuff. It'll be, it's still in the Nomad vein. Maybe try some new stuff, but we're gonna keep it heavy. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get weird.
You're not gonna randomly go acoustic like.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. That's always good.
Sure.
So, any final words do you want to say to the fans or anyone watching?
Thank you. You know, thank you for paying attention, and thank you for watching and supporting us and keeping us moving. You know, sometimes it's hard to get up and keep moving, but you guys make it worth it. And you guys, you know, after playing shows and stuff, make me feel like what I'm doing and what we're doing is, you know, worth it. So I appreciate it.
That was nice.
Thank you.
That was quite emotional. I liked it.
Thank
Yeah, so I've been Jack of Midlands Motorheads Radio, and this has been Kublai Khan.
Church was cool.
The which? Sorry.
The one just down the road?
It's by the mall. Yeah.
On the mall,
I don't know.
In a little park sort of thing.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Pigeon Park, that's where all the emos and that hang out.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.